So if you travel for work often, you know that the balancing act can be sometimes tricky. But what if there was a way, or perhaps options, to help you make these trips personally rewarding? Palesa met up with the team from Standard Bank to find out more.
Often, we think of exploring new destinations and encounters as opportunities that only present themselves when we go on family holiday. We don't often realize the extent to which traveling, even if it's for business, enhances our experiences and makes us better employees. We feel richer on a personal level, depending also on where we go and what we do with the time available to us. So what about traveling for business makes our experiences enriching? Well, today I get to sit down with Head of Standard Bank Insurance Brokers, Ulina Mapena, and Business Manager, Phumzile Sibowa, to find out more. Ladies, welcome to the Mother City. It is so lovely to see you both again. Now, for some of us who do travel frequently for business, it's quite difficult to find some time to relax between work and family demands. So how can one ensure that business travel is also a personally rewarding experience?
I think traveling in general is fun, but can also be very stressful and very hectic. Business travel more so, trying to balance travel with meetings, running the office off-site, but also trying to balance that with family, right? Still making sure that the family is running effectively whilst you're away on business. It doesn't always happen, but if it does happen that you get a bit of time, in you doing that, if you are going to extend your travel, your business travel, to include a bit of personal time, it's absolutely critical. We tend to think more about the expenses. You know, you pay for your own, obviously, hotel expenses and spending expenses, but we don't think about extending the travel insurance to cover that personal side of things, because your business travel insurance will cover you just for the component of the business trip. Anything outside that, you need to make sure that you're covered. So if you are going to extend, if time allows, think about also extending your travel insurance.
So then, Lina, what is one typically covered for when traveling?
Absolutely critical question. Thanks for that, Palesa. You're covered for things like your medical expenses. You are covered for personal accident, you're covered for delayed baggage, lost baggage, right? It happens all the time, but also cancellations. We saw what happened with COVID when flights were cancelled, and some of the travelers that did not have travel insurance probably lost money in the process. We have cancellations happening all the time because some are really flights cancelled because of weather. So your travel insurance will kick in. But also, most importantly, if you're traveling, say you're traveling abroad and the unfortunate happens, you die, the repatriation cost, which can be very, very expensive. So you're covered for repatriation, again, depending on the type of cover that you have, because there's different limits of cover. We will pay for repatriation, and we will pay for some funeral benefit up to a certain limit.
So then, Phumzile, when extending business travel for personal pleasure, what benefits can we look out for when taking out travel insurance?
Palesa, peace of mind is of absolute importance to me. To know that I can return home and to my family safely is an absolute benefit to me.
How can you ensure you are sufficiently covered when you're no longer enjoying the benefits of business travel?
There are various options of travel insurance available. With Standard Bank Travel Insurance, you've got two options. The free basic cover, which you get when you book your travel using your Standard Bank MasterCard, and the other cover is a top-up offered at preferential rates.
So then, what should I look out for when I'm purchasing travel insurance?
It depends on where you're going. Many of the countries do require you to have travel insurance when you're traveling to those countries. So it's important to just check and make sure the requirements of the country that you're going to. That's number one. The second piece is when you buy your ticket using a Standard Bank credit card, you do get a basic cover. However, it's important to assess your needs, assess your, obviously, affordability, and make sure that your basic cover is sufficient. It's never sufficient because it's limited cover. We always actually recommend that you take the top-up cover. Check the limits of cover. Because that's also important, but also make sure that all the people you're traveling with are covered. So if it's you and your family and your children, make sure that the cover extends to actually also include your children.
Now, what are some of those benefits you've experienced personally when traveling for work?
Traveling opens up my world to different cultures and experiences which I've never experienced before. It's also another way of seeing all these tourist sites, which is more rewarding to me. From a business side, it's another way of connecting with colleagues and also creating good and solid connections.
For some of us who are always passport ready, what should we look out for when traveling abroad?
Again, I think it goes back to the earlier question around checking the requirements for the country you're traveling to, making sure that you have sufficient travel insurance, but also what is more critical is to actually just do a bit of homework to understand exactly where the medical facilities are, especially when you're traveling outside your comfort zone, outside South Africa. But also, if you take out travel insurance, you get your policy documents, and in there is an emergency medical card. Please, please, please take a picture of the medical card because it's got your insurance details, but also pack your documents because if something happens, the first thing that they're going to look for is your insurance cover documents, and you don't want to be panicking in that moment. So make sure you have all those packed and ready, and actually just go out, be safe, and enjoy yourself.
Thank you, ladies, so much for the conversation. It was such a pleasure to be able to have some girl time on your work trip.
Thank you so much, Palisa. It was absolutely fantastic to take time out and have lunch and great conversations. It's time to get back to work.
All travel insurance is often an overlooked investment until the unforeseen happens. So why not enhance your travel experience and learn more about travel insurance at standardbank.co.za and the many benefits on offer for your next trip. Standard Bank Insurance Brokers may help you save time and money by protecting what matters most to you. For business and personal insurance, visit standardbank.co.za for more information.